From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll start by trying to reverse. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. Down to the 10. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
In motion left, Flowers. Purdy. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Zay Flowers, 71 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Ooh, with a juke. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
46-yard line.
Well, the Rams at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Typically the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
You look at this Niner defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. Made a touchdown pass in the first drive, comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Ready? Ladies!
Now it's Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. Giving 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Big gain on the play. It's fourth down.
They run. It's Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a play faking at Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
He was tackled at the
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
And it's third down.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with the first and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's Stafford. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Second and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That is caught. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Stafford. That is complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Terrence Ferguson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. After right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during these series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Moody good with an extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
49ers 14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Stafford now to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a range first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whenever I get your money up. Believe it, I got my money down. I'm laying the odds.
Hey, 50. Set. Hey, 5 up. 180.
To throw is Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
59.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run over center with Mitchell. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Out of the gun, Purdy. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. That'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 6 yards.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Yards to go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Purdy. And that will be incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense. But you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Middle, middle, middle. Ready. 280.
Out of the gun, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and a couple.
Set. Yellow 80. Yellow 80.
Here's Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, 22.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to throw, Purdy. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Far left side complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion. And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got his open man. It's Mallory. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now they'll go with a reverse. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now we'll give up the middle to Williams. And running room scarce here. He's got to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready. Blue 60s.
Now Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
59.
For From the 50, it's Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Right on his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, 180. Get up.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and now make it second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simple with offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Lady.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's quickly to Atwell on a slam. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
My man. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
Here's Stafford. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll make it second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Lady.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And now a whole lot there. Let's get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 on second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here comes second down. Another run with Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
To throw is Purdy. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Here's Purdy. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now it's Stafford. He hits Adams complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Williams is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
49ers 5-yard line.
Stafford going to throw it. This is caught.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And this one is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Pass to the tight end, Mallard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
15. And the 49ers first down.
And he spikes it with just a shade under a half a minute left. 29 seconds on the clock. They'll come up now on 2nd down. And now they'll shift things around. Here's Purdy to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And they are able to spike it. Cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Purdy with one final shot here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically